Namaskar. Welcome to the example number 16 for the event Progeny Prospects. In this example, we are going to study another chart of a female chart wherein the destiny on the progeny prospect is weak and she is not having the destiny to have a child. So that we are going to study in this chart now. Example 16, no progeny is destined for this lady that we are going to check now. This is the birth chart of that female and whose destiny is not promising for the child. We are going to check month. First, let us check the basic study. As now, see, we are going to study on the home page itself. Let us check the significator also. Simultaneously, let us discuss. Lagna is falling in the sign of Capricorn. Fifth cusp is falling in the sign of Taurus. Fifth Lord Venus is occupying the 8th house in the sign of Leo. It is conjoined with the Mercury, 9th Lord and 6th Lord. 6th Lord and 9th Lord Mercury. That Mercury and Sun are in sign exchange, but both are in the 8th house as per degree. Now the Venus is 5th Lord, 10th Lord occupying 8th house. It is not supportive, it is weak. Also conjoined with the 6th Lord, it is further weakening. And also that Saturn is also posted in the same sign. It is conjoined with Saturn. First Lagna Lord and second Lord in the 7th house. Occupying 7th house is fine. But Lagna Lord, second Lord occupying 7th house, but it is close to the 8th house also. It is having some weakness. Now Mercury is the 9th Lord, 6th Lord influencing the Venus. And that sign Lord Sun also posted in the 6th house itself. So that is also not good. And now we have to see whether Jupiter is well posted or afflicted. Jupiter planet is 3rd Lord, 12th Lord occupying the 6th house. Jupiter is occupying 6th house conjoined with the 4th Lord in the sign of Gemini. You can see here it is occupying the Leo sign. This is also not a good sign for the pregnancy. And Gemini also not a good sign for the pregnancy. Just because of the occupant of that barren sign, what you are calling, so it is not going to be unfavorable. Having got some weak significations, along with that occupying the barren sign, it is going to add unfavorable strength. That you have to keep it in mind. Now Jupiter is 12th Lord and occupying 6th house, conjoined with the 4th Lord and 11th Lord Mars. It is afflicting. So it is getting afflicted. Jupiter is getting afflicted. 5th Lord also afflicted and Jupiter also afflicted. And now we have to check the destiny by detailed analysis. Fifth Lord, we have to check. Fifth Lord is Venus. Venus, we have to check. And we have to check fifth sublord is also Venus. So we have to check Venus thoroughly and Jupiter also, Karaka planet. Let us check Venus. Venus, let me open that birth chart also. Venus is 5th Lord, 10th Lord occupying 8th house, 3, 5, 9, 11. It is good. Venus is good. 5th sublord also good with some weakness, but not bad. That is not a problem. But Venus is in the star of Ketu. Venus is in the sign of Leo and conjoined with Mercury and conjoined with Saturn. It is in the star of Ketu. That Ketu occupying 3rd house in the sign of Jupiter. That Ketu is 4, 8, 12 star Lord. This is not good. And also that Jupiter also occupying 6th house. 7 and 1st house is fine. but this grouping is not good. Fifth sublord or fifth lord in the star of your planet indicating obstacles, that is indicating weakness. Ketu represents Jupiter, that Jupiter is conjoined with the Mars. Look at Mars signification. Mars is fourth lord we have studied. Also 11th lord occupying 6th house, 2, 6 star lord, 8 and 12 cuspal sublord. This grouping is not good. So that Jupiter is influenced by the 8 and 12 cuspal sublord planet Mars. That is also fourth lord and 6th star lord. 4, 6, 8 and 12 significator Mars. So now what happened that Venus is in the star of Ketu. Ketu represents Jupiter. That Jupiter is unfavorable. Now that Ketu in the star of Mercury. That Mercury is also a mixed significator. 6th lord, 9th lord occupying 8th house. This is not good. Supporting to the 4, 8, 12. 3 is supported by 9, but this is not good. And you can see that Mars is posted in the sign of Mercury. So Mars also influencing Mercury because that Mercury is in the sign of Mars. And sublord is Rahu. Venus, star lord is weak. Sublord is Rahu. Rahu, ninth occupant in the sign of Mercury, representing Mercury itself. And 9, 10, 7, this is not bad. This is supportive only. But Rahu representing Mercury. Mercury is conjoined with Mars. In addition to that, Rahu is indirectly having got that Mars and Rahu are indirect conjunction, and Mars also aspecting to Rahu. Mars is strongly influencing Rahu by way of aspect and also indirectly conjoined because Mars in the sign of Mercury and Rahu also in the sign of Mercury. So influence of the Mars is strongly present. That too, Mars is a free planet, so influence will be strong. Star lord of the star sublord is Moon. So Moon is having some supportive signification, but that Moon also by 8th aspected by the Mars. So you can see 5th sublord Venus. That Venus is in the star of Ketu. That Ketu is aspected by the, Venus. That is, Venus is, Venus is in the star of Ketu. Whether Venus is passing significations to Ketu so that it can give its signification. No, Venus is not aspecting to Ketu, but Venus is aspecting to the Mercury, not Mercury. It is conjoined with Mercury. This is supportive, but in the 8th house, but that Mercury is only at the 2A level planet, not the star lord planet. So that Venus is not able to give its solar link also, but Venus is in the star of Ketu. Ketu is weak. That Ketu represents Jupiter conjoined with Mars. And 2A level Mercury again Mars. Then Rahu, importantly, getting the influence of the Mars. So these 5, 4, 8, 12 and unfavorable 6, 8 influenced by the Mars are strongly indicating weakness to the 5th house. So that is the reason that too Ketu planet is a Karaga planet for such abortion and miscarriage. That Venus, the Karaga planet for uterus function, itself in the star of that Ketu, that is not good. And Venus also conjoined with the Saturn and the Sun. Saturn, if you check, Saturn is conjoined with Venus is 1, 2, 7, 8 okay, 3, 11 is okay, but 4 and 10 cuspal sublord. So that Venus also influenced by the Saturn by conjunction, and Ketu also getting the influence from the Sun, because Sun is aspecting to Ketu, that is 8, 8, 1, 5 is fine, but 2, 6, some weakness are being passed. But importantly, Ketu itself is being obstacle causing houses, representing Jupiter is influenced by the Mars. So that occupant of the Aberrant signs are adding further more affliction, so that destiny for the progeny is not strongly indicated. It is indicating denial. That too, the Karaka planet, Jupiter also we have to check that Jupiter itself is unfavorable. No? Jupiter is representing Ketu, and Jupiter is getting affliction by the conjoined planet Mars, and you can check Jupiter planet is third lord, 12th lord occupying 6th house, 7 and 1 representing Ketu and conjoined with Mars. And Jupiter is in the star of Rahu. Rahu is occupying the Virgo sign. That Rahu is indirectly conjoined with the Jupiter, and Rahu also, as I said, indirectly afflicted by the Mars, because it is aspected by Mars and also indirectly conjoined with Mars. Rahu also influenced by Mars, Jupiter also influenced by Mars, sublord Saturn. That Saturn planet, it is also having strong unfavorable 6 and 12, sorry, 4 and 10. And this Saturn, the star of Ketu, 4, 8, 12. So Jupiter is having some weakness by conjunction and also through the star level planet and position, all are weak. But fifth sublord is strongly unfavorable by the unfavorable star lord, and sublord strongly influenced by the unfavorable Mars and also Saturn. So this is indicating weak destiny on the progeny prospects, the fifth lord and also fifth sublord, and Venus Karagatva planet for the uterus functions and also getting affected. And Jupiter also not strongly well posted, afflicted by the Mars. Star Lord Rahu also afflicted by Mars, and both are posted in the barren sign. So these are all adding. Ketu also connected. Ketu also 4, 8, 12. So all unfavorable are afflicting the fifth Lord and also Jupiter, fifth sublord also. So that is the reason that native is not destined to have a child. So we will meet in the next example. Good luck.